All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Movie Talks and Chill. We're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
And in this episode, we're going to be, well, before we get into that, what are we going to do today, later after the show?
We're going to Escape.
It's not an exotic island in Thailand.
We're going to
It's kind of like the word escape.
Yeah.
we're going to do an escape room.
Yes, we are going to try to escape. We're going to have to keep an eye on the time, too. I got it, so we're at 10:30 here.
Yep.
So, yeah, we're going to do an escape room later. We thought it'd be fun. Patrick did one.
A couple weeks ago.
Yep, and he really liked it.
They actually let them out.
We
He
survived
escaped.
with 20 seconds left.
So, in honor of that, we are going to be discussing movies, escape room movies. But I also figured while that's happening, what you, the viewers, cannot see, but we can see, is on the TV in front of us, behind you, is a movie called Escape Room. So that's going to be running. We'll talk about other escape movies, but as we see the scenes here, we'll kind of discuss them as well.
Yes.
So
So
we'll talk
right now we're in the Arabian Desert in 1887.
Ooh. It's kind of like the beginning of Stargate or something.
Or Lawrence of Arabia.
Spoiler alert, they don't find a Stargate.
They find a room in which they must escape from.
Yeah, right.
So I'll give because I have seen this movie, so I'll give the little background on this one. It came out in, let me get this here for you,
2017?
2018.
Oh.
And this one stars Skeet Ulrich. He's probably the only named person that anybody would really know in this movie. Even then, he hasn't really done a whole lot, but, for those...
Hey, he's made more money than God from Vampire Diaries, so I
Yeah.
don't think he cares.
Yeah, and I first saw him in, Scream, the
Yeah.
first Scream, as Billy the boyfriend.
But we went shopping. I like shopping.
I like shopping.
But we made love.
First off, you suck my dick.
But with this escape room movie, it's a little different than other escape room movies. And most of the ones, there's been a bunch of them made out there, and usually they all have the name escape room. So if you're looking for escape room movie that you like, you have to be very specific. Usually Google with the date if you know what it is when it came out. Because there's like no escape room unlimited, the escape room this, escape room 2019, escape room 2017, escape room
The
2015.
movie No Escape.
Yeah.
So all the movies I thought of are escape room in theme, but they're not called escape
Right,
room.
yeah.
No, but these are all actual escape
I
room
bet.
movies. But like I said, this one in particular, most of the other ones actually are like traditional escape rooms where, they have to, there's usually some sadistic person
Yeah.
that's controlling it, and these people are actually in danger. There's a really good one called Escape Room. I think that one was 2019. I couldn't find it. It was on Hulu, I think, was available. I don't have Hulu. But that one was pretty cool. But with this one, the basic story is how they go to an escape room. Skeet Ulrich is the owner of the escape room. And this particular theme is there's a guy that's in like a straight jacket and a mask, like he's all covered completely, and he's chained to the wall. And so basically every so many minutes go by, the chain releases a little bit of extra distance for him, so he gets closer, and basically if he grabs you or catches you, makes contact, you fail. So you have to
By
solve
fail,
all the clues.
you mean he rips off your head.
Yeah. Well, in the regular game, he's just got to touch you. But in this one, what happens at the beginning here, they unleash
Hell?
some spirit,
Oh.
some evil spirit. So
I was going to give a quick update to the listeners at home. Right now, we are currently just digging a hole in the
Yes, we are
Arabian Desert
digging.
in 1887.
so they're trying to find this whatever artifact or something that holds the spirit. Basically, it fast forwards to the present day, which at this time, present day is 2018. And it's in this artifact, and he's going to this just unique shop, like not
Just
antiques.
real quick, because we are in 2025. 2018 was 7 years ago.
I know. So that's why I said present day in 2018 then.
No, it just upsets me that 2018 was 7 years ago.
Yep. Well, hold your sadness in because it's going to get better.
Wait, what does that mean when it comes to sadness? Am I going to get more sad?
Yes.
Oh, no.
So he visits because he's looking to spice up his escape room. So he goes to this like antique store type thing, and they have unique novelty items, and he finds this piece.
He goes to
woman
the
doesn't
shop with
seal it.
Mowgli from the Gremlins.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's basically it. It's the
Why
box.
does that box look like a skull?
Yeah, because it's got a spirit in it. And she doesn't want to sell it to him. He ends up basically taking it and he puts it in the room, and it releases the spirit into the person that's actually the
Chained
guy
up.
that's chained. So it actually is trying to kill them now.
Oh, nice.
So they really do have to escape without dying. So this one does have kind of like a long prelude to it in the beginning. You know, it's got all these guys are talking, trying to find this thing.
Well, I think they're just burying a box right now.
Yeah, you gotta bury the box. It's like Jumanji.
Yeah.
You gotta bury
What's
it's
in
like,
the box? Yeah.
Brad Pitt's wife's head. Or Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Do you hear those drums?
No. So that's where this one's at right now. But there is the one that I was talking about. I think that's called just Escape Room, and that's the one with drum roll, please. A little bit longer. Yeah, this one came out in 2019. Let me give the overview here.
Thank God.
So in the one that we're not the one that we're watching, but this other one called Escape Room, 6 adventurous strangers travel to a mysterious building to experience the escape room, a game where players compete to solve a series of puzzles to win $10,000. What starts out as a seemingly innocent fun soon turns into a living nightmare as the 4 men and 2 women discover each room is an elaborate trap that's part of a sadistic game of life or death.
Ooh.
Ooh, someone's seen a Saw movie or two.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they owe Twisted Pictures a couple of bucks in the back end on that one. I want to play a game.
Well, I want to go home on time, so
If we could just
The
speed
keys,
this up
Jeff.
a little bit.
The keys have been destroyed. If you haven't seen them on YouTube, but there's two videos.
2
called-
episodes, yeah.
One called Living with Jigsaw and one called Working with Jigsaw. And personally, I think Working with Jigsaw is funnier.
I do too. It's like they're all standing in the elevator. One of them's got a neck brace, the other one's got tape all over him, and you just see him triking down the hallway. Just, hold the door. Don't be mean, guys. Don't. This is really rude.
And he pulls out the grabber to hit the one button. He hits
And
all
lights
the
up
floors.
everything.
It is an escape. You have to
But
escape.
I love the board meeting at the end. It's like
Yeah.
Jigsaw. Like we
Look,
gotta.
your pranks are they're hilarious, but we're just been getting some complaints from higher ups. We get just kind of just lay low, at least until corporate gets off our back. It's like, oh well, maybe if we could incorporate stuff like synergy or teamwork. Oh yeah. They just stop. It's like all of your legs have been chained together.
And the keys. This is what we're talking. The keys.
Yeah.
have been
This
destroyed.
is what we're talking about.
If you look under your chair, you will find your only means. It's a cheese
It's
grater.
a cheese grater. Yeah.
He's like, will you synergize, Karen?
Come together as team.
Or will you spend another weekend in the office?
What was the other was
I don't think the people need to watch it anymore.
Yeah, I know. There was one. It was like the birthday cake.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Jeff's birthday cake has been covered in 32 ounces of koala urine, one for every useless year of his life.
Everyone just like throws up except the guy in the corner.
Yeah,
Like,
one
"What'd he
guy's
say?"
eating. He's like, "What'd he say? Huh?"
It's like the grandmother in or not the grandmother, but the aunt in the first Vacation movie when they go and they stop off with the
Oh,
sandwiches.
yeah, the dog,
And it's
yeah.
like the dog peed on the sandwiches, and then and they're all spitting it out, and she's just like, meh.
Just keeps on eating it.
Ooh, an Escape Room Entity 3 production.
Yes. So we were in the opening credits, and they buried the box, but now you're watching people from like World War One, World War II find it, transport it, severed heads.
Oh,
A lot of good stuff, a lot of blood splatter scenes
Yep.
in between. I couldn't remember that name. Christian Dunnu? Randy Wayne. Oh, Randy. Wendy. So while the credits are still going, so this other escape room movie that is not the one we're watching, but we were talking about with the contestant one, the $10,000 win. This one was really, I really enjoyed this one too. Because they
But
had.
I can't see throwing my life away for $10,000.
Well, they don't know. They just think it's a regular contest, like a
Okay.
regular escape room.
I
They don't
think it's
realize.
they think it's a regular room like we're going to.
Yeah.
The moment I see Gavin collapse dead is the moment I just stand in the corner and wait for the timer to be done.
I'm out.
You can keep the 10 grand.
Yep.
You just let me out of the building.
Well, with these people, what they do is they find one, or they go to this escape room. The first room, they're kind of just sitting and talking, getting to know each other, but they don't realize the game or hasn't
Oh,
officially started yet.
Just want to say this is one of the few movies that takes place in L.A. and not New York or Chicago.
Present day 2018.
Yeah.
But they go in and they're talking, and all of a sudden, they find out that they're locked in the room, and then the game starts. And this first room that they're in, dun dun dun.
Then the Mortal Kombat music starts. Fight.
Well, the first room, it starts heating up. Like all of a sudden, some of the walls open up, and there's like these giant heaters, and I mean it's getting toasty. So they're trying to figure out, and each time the time goes on, more and more things start heating up, and like they got to start figuring out ways to do things. There's like cups on the table, or like holes on the table that they have to like push down to open up the door to be able to get out. So they have to basically like all hold them to a certain point until one person can get in. Luckily, they all get through. And then the next room, they end up in this little like cabin room looking thing. And with the cabin room, they find a key and open the door, and it's outside in like this freezing cold in the wilderness. It's like all the snow and ice around. Well, then they get locked out of the cabin. So they've got to figure out how to stay warm and figure out how to get out of this thing. And then they go to once they get out of that, the next room is like it's like set up like a billiard room, like a billiard room bar, but it's upside down. And then parts of the ground just start falling down.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a scene from like one of the Indiana Jones movies, or something,
Right, yeah.
where the ground's just disappearing, or like the Goonies when they're at the skeleton
Oh, yeah.
piano thing.
And the rocks just fall
Yeah.
off.
I have to make a quick correction. Sure. I said I knew Skeeter Ulrich from Vampire Diaries. That was a saying. I was actually thinking of Ian Somerhalder.
Oh, big fail.
Yep. Skeeter Ulrich.
Well,
I
the
know,
episode's over.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
I know him mainly from Riverdale.
Okay.
That's a really good show. It's also in the same universe as the Sabrina on Netflix show. So season 6 gets really weird. Like I had to stop watching just because it just went bonkers off the rail.
Bonkers.
Bonkers. But for the most part, I like the
It
show.
looks like we're in the bazaar now.
Yeah, it's like an antique rarity store
I'm waiting
shop.
to see Mowgli just run on like skitter by in the background.
Yep, that's the equivalent of the ancient Chinese man smoking the weird pipe.
It's a middle-aged white woman named Karen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might be her name.
She's got that haircut.
But he wants to find something to help.
She
really-
identifies as Native American.
Well, and so when they go through this other movie, they go through each room, and they actually each time one of the people dies in each room, and so then they end up in like this like hospital type room, and they've got to figure out something about. They've got to connect themselves somewhere with like it has to do with like their heart rate to open up the next door, and then the room starts filling up with this, basically vapor gas that's gonna kill them.
Nerd toxin.
It's like that, yeah. And then they basically,
VX poison gas.
and then it's like down to 2.
I gotta put this in my heart.
Yeah. You want me to stick this in my heart?
Are you insane?
I almost stuck this in my heart. Get me the fuck out of
My
this room.
suit is melting.
Get that away from me.
Sarin
Oh man, now I
gas.
gotta
Yeah.
go watch the Rock. It's such a good movie.
Which is kind of like an escape room type movie.
Yeah,
Escape from an
except
island.
they're breaking in.
Yeah.
it's
Then
like,
they have to
it's
get
the
back
reverse.
out.
Well,
Then they
that's
have to
true.
get back out without dying. 2 men, 1 FBI.
Two
One
Navy
ex-con.
SEAL teams and
Yeah.
2 men. And the only 2 people make it out of the 2 men.
2.5 men.
Yes.
Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Carla was the prom queen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lock and load.
Their best.
Look, he's negotiating. He's like, I really want this item. I don't want
I will
whatever
send you.
weird thing
I will
you're
send you
pointing
6 dick pics.
at. Ew. What are you talking about?
What's wrong with the skull box? Just give me the damn skull box.
I want the skull. You know what it's kind of also reminds me of is the Neverending Story, the book.
Oh, yeah.
When he's in the book thing, he's like, this book is not for you. And then he just takes it. It always starts out with someone taking something they shouldn't have.
Isn't the Twilight Zone Monkey Paw episode about a mystical shop that a guy goes to?
Might be. It's been so long since I've seen
It's
that.
one of the black and white ones too.
Also,
Black and white.
what was it Hot Chick with Rob Schneider?
I
Oh,
remember that movie exists.
That's when he goes in and she's trying to buy the earrings. Like, no, you cannot buy these earrings. They have a curse on them.
Don't buy the earrings, man.
I know. And you just got Adam Sandler wandering around. You can also put your weed in there, man. I didn't remember this, but that was an ode to a skit that Rob Schneider did on SNL.
Oh, really?
And it was like an antique shop, and he like walks around and he's like, oh yeah, you can come over. It's a nice piece here. It's for like gives the historic background on it. He's like, and you know, you can put your weed in that.
Can't say weed on air.
Yeah, you can't say weed on there.
But we're not really on the
There's
air.
no crying in baseball.
We're on the intrawebs here.
The interwebs.
The intrawebs.
Where it's lawless.
This is the longest negotiation ever.
Yeah.
I want the box.
Yeah, we
you
don't-
can't have the box.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
He's eyeing it like he's gonna steal that thing.
Well, he is going to steal it.
Spoilers.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I
Yeah,
kind of already
yeah.
told you what happened already. So, I mean, now we're just
I
kind
mean,
of
they can't have the movie without the damn box.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. I mean, if he walks out now, then it's just credits roll.
Which
It's
is
like-
oddly what they say about every porno. But anyway,
Yeah, basically. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
how much the gay porn one? The girls didn't come. The girls never came.
I was recently watching The Good Place, and they were all describing like what their hell would be. And one of them was like, "I would go to a Skrillex concert, and I'd be waiting for the beat to drop, and it never will."
Yeah, it would never drop. That's hilarious.
Now we got a girl coming into a room.
Half naked.
And
This
a
guy-
dude playing Xbox.
Yep.
That's pretty much every relationship.
Yep. Yep, they're going out to have fun. They're going to be. Well,
Why would you leave?
why would you leave?
Yeah.
when that. All right, this is just stereotypical. He's playing some Xbox game, and she's like flashing him her panties, and he's like, "Yeah, that sounds great, babe." Oh, and then he looks up, and he's like, "Oh wait, who wants to go to an
About to
escape
beat
room?"
my high score here. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Go away, Baton.
Finish him.
Finish.
Just give me 1 second, babe.
Test your might.
Yeah.
I'm sure this movie didn't have the biggest of budgets, so I know they can't show it, but I really want to see what video game he's playing. And I
You
can-
know damn well it's Call of Duty.
Yeah, because who has a monitor that size in their house anymore? Even
Yeah.
in 2018, people have bigger monitors than that. So this is another friend.
At
So
first glance, that looked like Seth Green. Is that Danny Masterson? No.
so they're all, guess what? They're all friends, and they're all going to play this room together, this escape room. Now, what would be really funny is
Who's the Shrek impersonator?
oh, you don't know her?
No.
Oh, well, you'll get to see her in a minute.
Okay.
So she's a girl that lives in a house that the guy just went over to.
You should become a writer.
I should.
Yeah, yeah.
Guy
You have
enters
a
house
flair
of
for
girl who
description.
lives in there.
She's a girl that lives in a house with puts makeup on her face. Wait, what?
See, but here's something nobody's, at least not that I know of. I haven't heard of any escape rooms that have ever been based off a movie about an escape room. I think that would be kind of cool. Like if you saw one that
I think
kind of
that would be
out.
like a copyright issue.
But what if they partnered with them and say, "Hey, can we?"
Yeah.
I mean, they do it with haunted houses.
Well, I think
But Universal and Disney have a lot bigger budgets than
No,
us,
no,
what
but
I
Busch
can only-
Gardens.
Universal, like during Halloween Scream or excuse me, Halloween Horror Nights last year, they did have escape room movie themed. One of them was Jurassic Park. I can't remember the other two, but they like changed them every week.
Yeah.
But so I don't know if they've ever done an escape room esque part of it.
Well, that would be what I'm saying. Is like if
Right.
you saw like one of these movies, like escape
I
room
just had
movies,
to
and then
look this
based it
up.
off.
Or if
Real
they
quick.
did a Saw escape room, which would essentially be a freaking.
So one of the escape rooms I was going to talk about was just Saw 2, because
Yeah.
it's just a house they have to get out of. Just real quick, this movie had a budget of $9 million. And
Which one are you looking at?
2019.
That's the wrong one.
Oh.
The one we're watching right now is the one from 2018.
yeah, get your shit.
That's
right.
why I'm saying if you look up escape room, Google it, you're going to have to be very specific.
Damn it, Patrick.
Same thing comes up. 9 million, same movie.
Type
Bless
in-
you.
type
Here we
in
go.
2018.
I did.
Okay.
Here, I found another one. It's not giving me the details.
Come on now, get the deets. Well, it's right here. It's just called Escape Room. And then you type in 2019 after that in your Google search.
Yeah, I did.
Well, I don't think you did because I've got it right here. You don't have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Escape Room 2018 budget.
No, you don't type in budget
No, no.
afterwards. You get to Escape Room
get to-
2018 and then go
And then
into
you
the
go-
information.
It's gonna be a long day. We gotta
Yeah.
explain all this shit to you.
Yeah. Good thing we're 20 minutes in already. So
Yeah.
we've only got 40 more to go. Which, hey, what's the irony of that? Escape rooms, you're allowed an hour to get out. We do the show for an hour.
Wow.
I know.
So do we do the show inside the escape room?
Yeah.
This is the escape room.
Well, what you didn't realize is you are in the escape room now. All of a sudden, all the lights go off, the doors lock, there's metal things, shutters close up.
So there is a really good escape room movie that stars David Hewlett from Stargate Atlantis called The Cube.
The Cube, yep.
That movie's messed up.
Tell us about the Cube.
So basically, 5 people wake up in separate rooms, and it's a movie about trying to figure out what the hell's going on until people start, inevitably dying. And then they figure out, like, they're in cubes within a larger cube structure. And this one girl who's been, I don't know, not ditzy, but she's not displayed a great amount of intelligence, becomes a mathematical savant. It was like quick writing, like she figures out the hardcore math problem that gets them to the exit. And basically there's a cop in there. And
We gave the equation to Rain Man over here.
One of them is a cop, and for the most part, like half the movie he starts leading it, and then he kind of has a psychotic break. So he goes off on his own, and when they actually find a way to get out, I know how they kill him. I'm just trying to figure it out. So the exit shifts around, like the connecting cube between the bigger cube and the exit will move, and it's only there for like an hour, so you have to make sure you're there. So they're crawling through, and then this cop guy just grabs one of the escaping people's legs, and then the cube starts to move. So it kind of just shears him in half, and then you can see the blood smear of the moving cube just, sand down his body.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah.
It's fun.
yeah.
It's fun for the whole family.
David
Yeah,
Hewlett.
that's definitely a family fun movie right there.
David Hewlett plays the architect, like the engineer of the cube, and he figures that out that they're just cleaning up loose ends. Like he's in it because he knows too much.
He's in it to win it, man. He's in it to win it.
Too much.
The second one went really dark. Like they went, I don't even know how to explain it. So the first one was very shiny and bright and chromatic. The second one was dirty, dingy, looked like they filmed it in a sewer. It was just a complete tonal shift. And then the third one, they go back to the bright and shiny, and then they introduce time paradoxes to it. That one gets confusing as hell.
All right,
Does
that kind of
Yes, it
sounds more
does.
like Event Horizon.
But without the eyeless Sam Neill.
Yeah, it's true.
The only reason why they figure out that there's a time paradox that's going on inside the cube in the third one is because 2 people split off from the group, and then they go into a room and they see 2 skeletons, hugging, embracing each other, and it looks like if they had skin they would be kissing, but they're wearing the same clothes that they are. So they realize they're looking at them in the future, and they don't get out.
Well, they better fucking change that.
I think they do.
Yeah.
Wasn't 4 rooms kind of like an escape room?
I mean, one of them was.
For Tim Robbins, it was. He was just trying to get through the night, really.
Well, Tim Robbins wanted to stay in the first room.
Yeah.
The second one is the one where he got held at gunpoint. That was definitely escape room for him.
Yeah.
The third one was the babysitting the Antonio Banderas kids. And the fourth one, obviously,
Antonio Banderas.
yeah, they find the dead hooker in the mattress, and they're starting to play darts with an empty syringe they
I
found.
love that scene. As soon as he sees it, he just starts throwing up while he's trying to talk. He's like,
Yeah, he's trying to yell at the kids and throw up at the same time. It literally looks like he ate like a mouthful of Italian wedding soup and then just went into the scene.
But it's so instant. As soon as the camera cuts when they moves the mattress, as soon as the camera cuts right to him, he immediately throws up. Because
Angrily.
it's been a dead hooker with needles in her for God knows how
Yeah.
long there. So you got to understand what the smell is like.
Ah,
Which that smell would have been way more potent.
Yeah.
Than
And
that.
the kids are just like, that smells funny.
Your feet stink.
feet stink. Something smells like moldy onions.
No, it's not moldy.
Yeah,
nails.
yeah,
You ever been around a dead body?
Thankfully, no.
yeah. I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Said yeah. You said yeah. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
No. Was it yeah or no?
No,
I'm gonna say yeah.
no, I'm gonna say yeah.
So it's no. Then.
Amnesia dust. That's how it works.
Oh, they're all happy. He's
Oh, they're
he's
in the
kind
red
of
room.
getting through them to explain like, hey guys, listen, just go in and have fun. It's a little freaky, but just have fun.
I would never go to an escape room that's called deranged.
Why not?
No,
Why not?
because that sounds awful.
We were gonna go to one called Nightmare Hotel.
Yeah, that one sounds a lot better than deranged.
I don't think it does.
Where you check in, but you don't check out.
Yeah. I not
Thankfully, we're doing a spy one called Blackstone today.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my. Ooh, we should all go in like James Bond suits.
I don't know that tux.
All right, well then going in with a black suit. We'll be like Men in Black.
Here come the men in black.
Now just bounce with it. Just bounce with it. Just bounce with it.
Do you think Will Smith comes up with the songs before the movies, or do they say, "Hey, be in this movie and make a song for
I
it"?
want to say in this particular case, he probably needed to see the script first,
Yeah,
or
that's
see the
true.
movie to really come up and.
Well,
I'm
definitely
really-
don't watch this scene if you're an epileptic. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
Yeah, right.
Strobe light after strobe light.
I do kind of feel like though he wrote the song "Wild Wild West" and then said, "Hey, you guys want to make a movie about this?"
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
So they're in the
Wiki
room.
wiki wow.
All right, we're in the room now. We're spinning around. The camera's doing one of those where it's sitting in the middle, spinning. It's like the old thing from that '70s show. Every time they do the sitting
where
around
they're
talking
smoking.
at
Oh,
the
yeah,
table.
we're talking about they're smoking passing the weed.
All right, so this is fun. It's like, isn't this awesome? We're in a room and we're locked in here.
We're enclosed.
Very
It's
enclosed.
great.
There's a tape recorder, and it's going to be Jigsaw.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen this movie. I can only imagine it's going to be Jigsaw. And also, to make sure we don't get sued into oblivion, we've turned the volume down way low, so I can barely hear this.
What?
Yes. And that's what it's supposed
Yeah,
to
I can't hear it over your talking, Patrick.
Yes.
But this is a podcast. I have to talk.
So I would say like it's not definitely based on an escape room, but I would say several, if not pretty much all at least the original 3 Alien movies.
I was about to.
We're all pretty much escape rooms once
Yeah.
the
So I was-
xenomorph comes out.
Before I came over here for the recording, I was watching Aliens this morning. That is just, it's my favorite one. It's
Who directed that?
Which one?
Aliens.
Really, Scott?
James Cameron.
You gotta keep bringing it up. I'm gonna keep fucking it up.
Yeah, all right.
I did learn the other day that the guy who did the third movie, it wasn't Ridley Scott. It was the guy who did Seven. So he went from that piece of garbage to an Oscar.
The other piece of garbage.
Seven was an amazing movie.
I thought you were calling Seven a piece of
yeah, I
garbage.
thought you
was
were
like,
call-
all right,
yeah.
well,
No, I was called because he did Aliens 3 first.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna call the escape room ahead and be like,
Yeah.
listen, we need to set up
Look.
some real traps for this guy.
You turned into Deadpool and you're like, we need some guns. How many guns? All the guns!
All the guns. That's like looks to be about 2,000 rounds. Well, we all know what I can do with 12. I can break the fourth wall too. The proposal.
Is that what you think I do?
Now, how would you feel if you went to do an escape room and they brought you in and you're in one room, but then all of a sudden you all get separated and you have to solve it to get back together in separate rooms? Like you go into like one room together, then all of a sudden it's like
And then
things
Michael
just start
Myers'
happening.
music is just playing in the background.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah,
I would
I
dig
mean-
that as long as he's not there.
right.
I would do it as long as I got put into like the Dora the Explorer room or something like
Nope.
that. And no,
No.
I'm going into the
House
Hills Have
on-
Eyes or
This is
something.
House on
Yeah.
Haunting Hill.
You know, just make it the Haunting. Go old
You're gonna be
school.
in the Terrifier room.
Oh,
Nope.
Happy
I'm out.
National Women's Day.
I'd rather be in that room.
Nope. 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 Nope.
no.
That'd be funny if you're locked in that room.
no,
That's
no,
all you
no.
do the whole time. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
We just hear him through the wall. Nope. Hell no. Nope.
9 yet. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
Get me the fuck out.
Not then.
That is sheetrock, and I can punch through it.
Patrick, you okay? Yep.
Douche, douche.
Shit my pants, but I'm all right.
There's a black and white clown in the corner just smiling at me. And I think it just shit on the floor.
I have not cleaned that up, by the way.
So what theme would scare you the most, Gavin, if you were locked in there by yourself?
Well, probably the scariest movie that I watched that, I guess my adult life was White Noise. That one
heard of
really
it.
like fucked with me because I
It's
had
all
a
with the,
clock.
about the TV static, right?
Yeah. So like the ghost talking through the TV static, but I mean, like I had an alarm clock that would all of a sudden turn on like in the middle of the night, and so I watched that movie, and everything happened like, I think I watched that and Amityville Horror. And Amityville Horror was like 3:00 was like the bewitching hour, or 3:12 or something like that. And so I hear the thing, my alarm clock going off. I look over, it's 3:12. I was like, nope. I unplugged it, threw it away the next day.
I'm done here.
Went and did a shot of whiskey and then stayed up the rest of the day.
Yes,
Every light is turned on.
I'm fine. It's fine.
All overhead lights, lamps, flashlights, everything's on.
He's got a shot of whiskey in a beer glass just to make sure it stays in there.
Sitting in the
So
corner,
here's your guy.
just like this, just rocking.
Yeah, he's just standing there. That would creep me out to begin with.
Yeah.
Like just some random dude.
I really hope he's getting paid more than minimum wage to do this.
Bring out the gimp.
Yeah, bring out the gift.
The gimp's sleeping. You just have to
Wake
wake
him
him
up.
up now, won't you?
Oh, look, they found the demon box.
Oh yeah, that's a good box to find. Find the demon.
So right now the guy in the corner is just supposed to touch him, but they just released the demon upon the hooded man. If anyone's ever played Resident Evil 4, he looks like Dr. Salazar without the messed up eye.
Here comes the. See what's happening here is there's like a mist.
Oh, it's going right into his face holes.
Yep. That's
You open your mouth and let it slide down your throat hole. Not you.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.
It's true.
Get in the flash.
It's not true.
Get in the flash.
It's the butterfly.
Dr. Salazar was just infected.
There's nothing in the box except for an evil spirit, and it's good to know that the evil spirit is contained by a little metal latch.
Yeah.
It's
Without
like
a
just
lot
a
of...
little brass latch on
not,
there.
Not even a lock on it.
Yeah. But they're looking for clues now. Here's where you like open it up and someone jumps out at you, like a little midget in a clown mask.
Oh, I was gonna say like the little Jack in the Box from Elf. The only
yeah.
scary thing in that movie.
I'm just remembering a Thor Ragnarok. He's like, oh, my brother, he knew I really like snakes, so he turned into one, and I found it, I picked it up, and then he transformed and said, and stabbed me.
See, these are the clues you're gonna have to look for, Gavin.
Yeah.
Look for anything that looks like a number or a color or anything really.
I will say I'm really glad we didn't go into the legally distinct Indiana Jones one, mainly because I've done it, and I would just be there for moral support.
Well, yeah, I
But-
wouldn't want to do it if you've already done it.
And plus, there are a few snakes in there. Not alive, but rubber ones.
That's fine. I can live with that.
Oh, look, the corpse just
Yeah.
flew down from the body, the ceiling.
Yeah, it's good times, man. It's getting cold in here.
Yeah, it's a tit-bit nipply. That's just what I'm imagining, she said.
Yeah, we're making up our own script in our heads right now.
Yep. But see, you got to look for everything, Gavin.
Yep.
You got to look
Yeah.
under cups, and I don't know if there'll be cups in this one, but
I have no idea. This one is spy themed.
Was that 50 Cent?
which reminds me, I'll have to tell you a joke later that Chicago told us the other day, but it took him 20 minutes to tell us.
Oh, the 5 pennies?
Yeah, it's a 5-penny joke, but he forgot how to tell it, so he tells the beginning, and he's like,
He pulls up the
listening to it,
YouTube video and he
listening
listens to it. He's like, all right, the second part.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's-
part 2, and then he'd go back and he'd listen, and he'd, all right, the third penny.
That's too funny.
Oh, we got an ad break, and starts in 4, 3, 2, 1.
Merry New Year. Oh,
Zero.
Not for the podcast. It's just Doobie.
And while we're at this break now, we'd like to bring you a special report from our sponsors. We don't have any. This just in.
Why you guys wear the camouflage? When you stand in front of the bush, I can't see you.
So another really good escape room movie is called The Exam. Tony, I think you've seen this
I
movie.
have seen that movie.
And Mr. Gavin, I don't believe you.
I think I've seen it, but it's
It's been forever.
Yes.
It's a blur.
yes,
It kind of. I remember.
2/3 of my life.
I do remember the overarching plot, but I'm a little fuzzy on like all the intricate details of the movie. It has been a very
Well, it's for a job interview.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
all going for a job interview. And
Because-
it's all the candidates, and
Yes.
they have to sit down, and basically there's one rule.
don't write on the paper.
Well, no, they have to answer one question. They have to. That's it. That's all they give them. You have to
Yeah,
answer
and then this one girl
question.
turns over a paper and just starts writing, and then she's immediately ejected from it.
Yeah, you can't destroy the paper. I think that's what it is. You can't destroy or
Or
mess
mark
with the paper.
on it. Yeah.
But the whole thing is they have to answer one question. And it just goes into a whole big thing. Like there's people there inside, like a guard,
There's one guard,
and they
and
won't speak at all.
nope, and he won't do anything either.
No.
And the CEO, you learn at the end of the movie, is in the room as well.
I like it when they're in the room with them.
The girl plays
the
an
original
absolute.
Saw.
The
Or
girl
like-
was really good. She stepped out of the room, and that technically means you fail, but she kept her toe in, so she's still allowed to play the game as she was hiding from the gunfire. And then she picks up the security guard's gun, but it won't work because it's got a thumbprint reader, so he just takes his hand, puts it on it, and starts pulling the trigger. He doesn't do anything. He just lets it happen.
It's fun times.
It's a messed up job interview.
Well, like you said, it's like Jigsaw in the first Saw was in there the whole time.
Yeah, sitting
or
there.
or if you remember in like the first Squid Game series,
Yeah.
the old man was
Right.
actually the runner of everything.
Season 2 just came out, so I don't give any spoilers to our listeners out there, but they do something of the same, along the same lines in the second season.
Something.
Great. Now I don't even have to watch it.
No, you do.
No.
You gotta watch because they do red light, green light again. And you get the creepy, chubby cheeked
Doll.
doll, yeah.
doll. Red light.
I will say
Ding-ding.
there is a scene in the second season where I basically had to stop and go watch Hot Fuzz because the only thing I can remember is it made me think of Nick Frost, like in the supermarket loading in the shotgun shells. He's like, "Damn shame, damn shame."
So now they're waiting. What they're doing is they're discussing because what they don't realize or what the listeners don't realize because we can't play the volume is that basically his business is slowly dwindling.
Failing.
Yeah, so he's got to make the market's been slowly dying, so he's got to make more money, and that's why he was trying to get new intricate pieces and trying to make things look interesting for the escape room. So she's basically just trying to reason with him to say, hey, we need to figure this out. And he's like, nope, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. We got to keep going. And
That's what I love in my psychological horror business meetings.
yes,
Business.
You gotta have business
Numbers.
deranged. You want to be deranged, Patrick?
I mean, to be honest, that's kind of how a lot of these, horror movies start anyway. It's like some rich asshole messing with shit he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do they do that?
Because they're rich and they don't care.
Yeah, but you shouldn't
They're
do
like,
that.
if you can buy whatever you want, life has no meaning.
Yeah. That's kind of.
I swear to God, every time I see that guy, in a first glance, it looks like Danny Masterson from that 70s show.
It's not.
No, he's not allowed to work in Hollywood anymore.
It's not. Oh, they're looking around
or
the
next
paintings.
to a school.
So,
Is that Harry Potter?
oh, we got some things. Look at this. She's seen some things in the photo. Hey guys, come
Yeah,
check this
when did
out.
Stonehenge get bow ties?
Yeah. Whoa.
Wait a minute. Is that Waldo?
Now I'm definitely convinced it's Danny Masterson.
No, it's his brother.
That's his brother.
Yeah.
Twice removed.
Changed his last name not to be affiliated with him.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Can you, once you get into the guild, are you allowed to change your stage name?
I'm
think so.
Mark.
Okay.
I'm Mark, not Masterson.
I think a lot of people change it when they do get into the guild because of that reason. Like Like,
Like I know you're only allowed to have one name in the guild. So if I was to get into the guild, I wouldn't be able to keep Patrick Wall because there's a cinematographer
we've
in
got
SAG with
we've
that
got
name.
cameras
it's
gone.
like Michael Keaton. He had to change. That's not
Yeah.
his real last name.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think I'm not correct on this 100%. Or not 100%. I thought his last name was originally Douglas. So because of Michael Douglas, and then what he did was scrolling through the phone book, and he was a big fan of Diane Keaton, and he came across the K's, so he took that name, if I remember correctly. Or it's another famous actor, but he had to change the name because of that.
All right. Well, just looked up his bio, and it looks like he hired a professional author to write that sucker. I'm just gonna Google it.
Just go to Wikipedia. It'll just give you the basic information. Uh-oh. Are we loosening chains?
Could be. You're right. It is Michael John Douglas.
Yep. So because Michael Douglas had already been in the game for a bit,
He had to change it.
not the movie The Game, which is a great movie with Michael Douglas, but the game
And he
itself.
has.
Yeah.
Michael Douglas was in that.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Just imagine you got this creepy guy standing there.
No, I'm out.
Oh, we got to do one like that. Where there's somebody. Oh, remember that episode of Big Bang Theory? They
No.
went to do the
Oh
escape
yeah, I
room
was
with
like
the zombie guy.
Yeah, he's like the zombie guy.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't want to do that so quickly. And then it's like, did we finish this in like 10 minutes?
Yeah, they got done so fast.
It's
It's
like,
like,
well, we all are PhDs in our field. It's like, and the zombie guy's like the owner. He's like, remember that when you leave the Yelp review.
yeah, because they start going towards like one of the clues. Like they start figuring, he's like, you got to check. You should check everywhere first.
Yeah.
There could be a clue anywhere, not just there.
And he's like, picks it up. He's like, key.
Yeah, I think it might have even been less than 10 minutes. I think it got
Yeah.
done in like 5 or 6 minutes or something. But I mean, that is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, if you all have PhDs
Yeah.
and masters and stuff, you should be able to get out of an escape room pretty quickly.
He was it's so sad.
know zombies
Just
can
remember
talk.
that. Remember, yeah, I didn't know zombies could talk. Remember that when you leave the Yelp review.
Yes, don't say you got out so quickly. I this would be a fun thing to like own.
An escape room?
Yeah, you
I
think about
think
we were
Ski
talking
Roller
about-
is pretty right on this one. I think the market is pretty much dead on these things now.
I don't know. I mean, the
We're
one that we're
going.
gonna go
Yeah, that's
to,
true.
they said they get booked out. Like you have to call, like don't call like a day or two before.
Oh.
But all you got to do is just rent a spot. Any office around here, there's plenty of open offices
true.
around here, and just you basically just have to find the materials to build whatever you want or whatever themes, and then other than that, there's no real other overhead.
Trap
except for-
doors and
Yeah.
Pits
Go-
full of needles.
just go to Lowe's. Hey, you guys have a bunch of old locks.
Yeah. Right.
And why do you
No.
need that rope? No reason.
Why is there something pounding in your bottom of your trunk? Don't worry about that. It's my business
Don't worry
partner.
about
Hey,
it.
yeah, it's fine.
If you gotta ask, you can't afford
It's a
it.
ventriloquist act. Me and the dog owes my friend money.
You got scissors.
Rusty, bloody scissors.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cut off the thing's head.
But I wonder where, because some of these places, the locks are like, they're not like your general locks. Like, some of them are,
They're
some of them are.
Yeah, but a lot of them they're either code or key. It's
Yeah.
I don't think they ever do combination locks just because it's so easy to fail on those fucking things.
Oh, I've seen some. that
Really?
can do that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
combinations. Not like, well, yes, actually, you're talking about the,
Yeah.
like the old high school lock or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
No, I have seen, I think we did one where it was like that. You just got to always remember, right, left, right, or left,
Yeah.
right, left, however it goes at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you probably have to. You probably have to go somewhere and like. I wonder if there's a special place, like a lock place, you can buy like all these different unique type locks.
Oh, they've only got
Lowe's.
No, I mean like
35.
an actual lock place, like
Oh.
some place that would be.
Yeah, probably a
I don't
locksmith.
like-
I think there's one over there by me.
I think there's one on Ulmerton too. It's called Master Lock or something
It's
like
right
that.
beside the
Yeah.
bodega, and like the guy makes
It's either
keys
that
and he's
or an
got-
indoor
yeah.
storage facility. They probably sell locks too.
Yeah, but all of those, if it's a storage facility, all those are going to be the same
Mm.
because they've got to fit on every door they have there.
That's true.
Every door. The guy's still standing there.
Which mine for the storage unit was was a cylinder, so it just went in the hole, and then you left the lock there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, he found a box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
That's what you needed the scissors for. Homeboy just comes up to him. Hey,
Sup?
how you doing? All right, creepy guy. I'm just gonna continue cutting this box open now, as he's trying to do to get the clue. And then you have to keep resealing the boxes.
Well, that's it. You could just call up Publix after a truck and be like, "Can I have some of your old boxes,
right?
please?"
Just keep retaping them over and over again. We found this.
He's reaching down for the scissors, though.
Yeah, I would keep those with that dude in the room with me. Oh, he just stabbed him with the scissors.
You're seeing reactions live right now.
Ow! Oh!
Jammed him twice.
I mean, the first one I would have like not still stood there.
And you're like wondering, hey, is this real? Because this would be one of those things you're like, you got to wonder if it's like real or not.
And he's like
And
looking around and nobody's stopping him.
And then they're like, okay, maybe
Wow.
this is real.
Dude is just wailing on him.
Took him a while to pass
Who's
out.
beeping? Who's beeping? So now they know the game is real.
Yeah.
This isn't just any escape room.
Gavin, you do me a favor and check the time on the laptop.
Oh, we got about 15 minutes.
Okay.
I checked the start time. It was about 10:30 when we started,
Okay.
when we kicked
I
off.
thought it was around there, but
Oh,
did he just wipe a bloody smile onto
Yes,
his
I was
face
gonna
bag?
say, is that Art the Clown?
Yeah.
Is this the origin story of Art the Clown?
See, that's Patrick when he's in the Terrifier room when all the lights go on. It's just nothing but Art the Clown's around.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no,
I'm gonna. Oh, he ripped out the security camera.
You're out of luck now. So basically, once, just so you know, because we're not going to be able to get through this while the show's, for the entirety of the show, but the length of the chain allows, the full length of the chain allows him to get to any part of the room.
Oh, really?
So basically, they have to get this all sorted out before he can reach the other side.
They have, but half the room is now guarded by Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah. Yeah, scary mask scarecrow guy in a jumpsuit. Chained
The
to a wall.
amazing
And Skeet
golf
Ehrlich is
ball
up on the
whacker
roof.
guy.
guy, yeah, that guy.
Skeeler like is on the roof just having a quick one.
Yeah. He doesn't realize people are actually dying inside his room.
Where's his business partner? She's down there. She should be monitoring.
And that's how you torpedo a business, gentlemen.
Good. You let 4 people die in your escape room.
That will definitely not go good on your reviews.
Yeah.
No amount of insurance is going to cover that.
So, come back next time at
Yeah.
Survivors.
We will refund you your full entry price.
I go they were having their corporate meeting right outside the escape room, and now they're on the roof. Like, go back to your business meeting. You will save lives.
Yes. Well, where around here in this area do you think it would be good to have an escape room? Like, if we were to open up one.
If we would open up one, that's a very good question. There's a lot of businesses that are open for business or that have vacancies
sale.
down on the beach.
Yeah, right.
There's actually one right down by 34th and Ulmerton. Big old office complex. Like, the whole second floor is empty.
Oh,
All
I
right.
could do it during business hours and freak out the people below us.
There's a lot of open office spaces down near the ICOT Center on 58th
Oh, yeah,
Street.
yeah.
There's a whole bunch of businesses that are just like, and you see every window says for lease, for lease, for
Yeah.
lease.
Yeah. The only problem is, I think the reason why this place is doing so well is because it's in between 2 bars, and a lot of people, like me and my friends, when we couldn't do the trivia we wanted to, we just walked over there and like, you got availability tonight? They're like, yes. Please come back in an hour.
So where is there open space near a bar?
There's about to be a lot of open space to your courtside.
That building that's over there, just on Ulmerton, just before you go under the overpass part that takes you to 19.
Mm-hmm.
When you're coming down Ulmerton, there's a building that's been for lease for years. Over there, it's a red building that's all glass.
Okay.
Wait, which one are you talking about? Ulmerton and what?
So you're just before when you go through past that last stoplight on Ulmerton, like you're going to Publix and Courtside. There's you have the overpass or what's coming off of Roosevelt onto Ulmerton right there, and you can get onto Roosevelt from there. Over in just before that exit, there's a glass building right behind on the
Oh,
other
okay.
side.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's by 34th.
okay.
Glad we got that settled.
Hey, you know that building Patrick was talking about?
Yeah.
It reminds me of Community when they're trying to take Donald Glover out for his 21st birthday drink.
yeah.
And Joel says one thing and Britta says another one, and they're like, "Your bar sucks. Mine's so much better. No. You're wrong. Your bar is awful." And they drive by it on the way home, and it's the same fucking bar.
Yeah. Oh, what's he looking for now?
Legally distinct Danny Masterson is searching for a key or something.
Yes, he's looking. He's looking to avoid the chained man on the wall.
Yes. Oh, he's pulling out a cell phone. He's not trying to solve the puzzle.
You're not allowed to use cell phones in those rooms, guys. You know, actually, are you catching an Easter egg? Isn't the one picture behind him look like the mask from Scream, the Ghostface mask?
They'll have to show it again, but it might.
It's like there's right behind him. There's a wall of all these pictures, like towards the bottom left.
Okay.
But I was like, is that Ghostface? Is that like a little
Yeah.
little
Nice
holler?
little nudge there. Ghostface.
At least on a quick look, that's what it looked like. Oh, he got stabbed, man! Don't get stabbed, dog.
Who directed Scream? Was that John Carpenter?
No, Wes Craven,
Wes Craven.
the man who brought you Last House on the Left and Nightmare on Elm Street,
Da-na-na.
comes a new form of terror.
How weird
Scream.
would Scream have been if it was done by John Carpenter? It would have been a lot of body horror.
I think it would be just as interesting because he is an interesting storyteller.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, here comes that guy. Look, more chain. We got more chain.
Oh, he's still got this. Oh, he's holding
Hey.
her correctly now. That's just worse.
But he's like just taunting him. Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Ree.
Got about 9 minutes left, viewers. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get to the big climax before this is over.
I did. Oh,
I said them.
said them.
Them. This guy looks like he's. Oh, I need to get to the dresser. Ooh.
But Dr. Salazar is in the way. Dun dun dun.
Salazar Slytherin?
Slytherin? No one's going to stay there.
Littering and.
Smoking the reefer. That guy's just, he's just like there, man.
Yeah.
He's like.
He's like Michael Myers.
That's-
Michael
I was
Myers
just
just
gonna say
stands
that.
there. He
At
just
this point,
stands there, man.
At this point, I find the thing that I can get to him and hit him with because he has a disadvantage.
Yeah.
We do not. There's a table in there that has 4 legs. There's now 3 people. Break a leg, beat the shit out of him.
Right.
But because the table move, because some of those rooms are set up to where everything's fixed.
I don't know, Tony.
Well, then you better get in the movie and stand near the creepy
Become-
man.
Become a prop designer.
Stand beside me. That was Ghostface. It was a picture,
was?
like drawing. Yeah.
Okay. I thought it looked like it. I was like, what are they trying
Nice
to
little
do here?
homage.
Yes. Skeet's like, well, if you guys are going to pay me the big bucks to be in this movie.
He made a cool $5,000.
Yeah.
Yep. It was.
Right there. See
Yep.
to the left?
Yep. That's definitely a legally distinct Ghostface
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah.
Well, I just learned something new because I've seen this movie before and I never noticed that.
I like how he's the only one who's trying to get out, but he's also the only one wounded. So when he dies of inevitable blood loss, the other 2 are going to have to sack up.
Yep. Well, they're just like, she's trying to get out, but the other girl is just so freaked out at this point. She's.
And you know
Yeah,
what?
because she just watched her boyfriend get stabbed to death.
I
in
mean,
the
you know
chest.
what? Life goes on. You have to get out of the room.
You have to get out of the room for life to go on.
This is war, Peacock.
Yeah, it's war.
You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. Any cook will tell you that. But look what happened to the cook.
Flames shooting up the side of my face.
They found something on the picture. Oh, what do they find? What did they find? She's just like,
Oh god. Yeah, she's
lady, it's been 22 minutes.
she's
since your
just gonna
guy's
like
dead."
run at him like suicide by cop, isn't she?
Yeah. Oh, look.
Oh, he's just menacing.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
does-
that little bit of light coming down. on him.
and a little lean of the head, like the Michael Myers lean.
Who did they get to be that? Was that the guy who did the Tick, or what was it? He was
Oh, he's still moving.
oh no, the sommelier from John Wick 2. Good evening, Mr. Wick.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Yeah, don't try and save your boyfriend. He's dead.
Even at this point, the amount of blood lost, by the time they get him to the hospital, he was going to be done anyway.
Yep.
You are going to be done if you get within arm's reach of that 6.5 foot tall Goliath.
What's wrong with you? I say you, he did.
Well, I'll give you a little spoiler on this scene. It's part of the spirit's doing. It's making her think that he's alive
Oh,
to come near the scary man.
that's messed up.
Because the scary man don't speak.
Scary clown.
That's me. I'm okay. All we have to do, it's just a flesh wound.
Yeah. Cut your bloody arm off. No, you didn't.
Yep.
All right, I think we have enough time just to watch this girl get beheaded or something.
I can't remember exactly what happens to her.
Scissors to the head.
Oh!
There it is. How do you not
There it
freaking
is.
see that?
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yep.
Yep, again.
no.
Oh,
Bam.
Yeah,
you had to go in twice?
You gotta double tap, man. You gotta confirm the kill.
Yep. I mean, when you really don't have to worry about double tapping when you're that guy.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
You're,
I
when you're the
mean,
scary man.
Yeah, that's...
I don't think he's worried about zombies. Well, that was fun. But
Yeah.
on that note, we are about out of time, guys.
Don't lose your head.
So if you haven't seen it, you can find it on Tubi. It is called Escape Room.
Just the one,
2018. 2018. If you have any questions about it, send us an email. I can send you a link to where to find it if you can't find it on your own. But yeah, now we're going to get ready to go to an escape room ourselves. And what
Hopefully
better way to
there's no
kick it off than
creepy-
watch something like this right
Right.
before you do.
Hopefully there's no creepy guy just sitting, staring at us in a chair.
Oh yeah, he just sat down.
Yeah.
He's just gonna grab a cup of Joe and a smoke and
Yeah.
just wait for the chain.
Don't worry, you two. Be with you in a minute.
And look up those working and living with Jigsaw videos.
Yes.
I'll try and remember to put one of the links in our weekly post next Tuesday, just as like a little added bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. But until then, thank you guys so much. Keep checking it out for joining us with Escape Room movies and watching Escape Room 2018 if you Google it. But until next week for Movie Talks and Chill, we're your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
All right, guys, take care.